Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, HAITIANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and shalom to my Akim, Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from his. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. So this is actually the situation, all right, for these so-called Jays. Okay, I say Jays because I can't say their actual name lest this video get taken down. All right. So the issue here is the fact that there's such a huge, delusion. There's a huge lie, all right, that's going on in the world, that people genuinely believe that the so-called the Jays that are in Israel right now, they actually belong there. They actually genuinely believe that. Okay, when in actuality, there's a whole history. And the funny thing is, I don't really care about this whole Palestine-Israel conflict. But the fact is that if you go back to history, you will see that the Jays, all right, that got there, that went there, all those years ago, okay, they actually converted to Judaism. They were from Europe. Okay, there were some section of Caucasian, and then they converted to Judaism, and then they went and said, oh, hey, this is, well, actually, better yet, let me just show you the thing. This is a better summary than what I was attempting to make. If my thing can load. Slakia, bear with me.
Versus Israel in basketball terms.
I'm good, man. And I'm just shooting around. But you're more than welcome to use any of the other courts. See, I don't think you understand how this works. Either you play me 1v1 or I take this entire court to myself. Bro, who are you? Like, how are you just going to kick me off my own court? I've been playing here ever since I was 3 years old. You know what, man? I don't want any problems. If you want to play ones, let's do it. I'm down. Good. I'm glad you understand, because you didn't really have a choice. Now pass me the rock. I'm going to shoot for ball. All right, bro. You got it. Go ahead. All right, you start with ball. Yup. 3-0, my way. What are you talking about? You just said you were going to shoot for ball. That doesn't count. What? Me? I never said defense. I'll do the same thing. How about this? See? Now it's 3-2. Nah, no way I'm letting you just take that bucket. I wasn't even guarding you. You expect me to just let you...
Slack for the pauses. I don't know what.
Cheat? Nobody's going to believe you. You're clearly the one who cheated. Nah, what do you mean? Well, why would he lie? I'm not just gonna let you punk me like that. Oh, hey, did you get that? Wait, who's that? Oh, I'm the news reporter. That's perfect. So you seen the whole thing, right? Oh, I seen the whole thing from beginning to end. But I only started recording once you got a...
Salakia, yeah, I guess I don't know why it's slowing down, but basically, Yahawadah, you're able to see it. It didn't pause too much, or you just got the general concept, or basically Palestine, the Palestinians, they were there first, obviously, as they said, or as the video illustrated, and then the Jays, okay, came up out of nowhere, said, hey, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me get peaceful. And then, okay, well, it's basically, honestly, this is kind of reminiscent, while it's not the exact same, because it was a lot worse in North America. And as I had done a lesson on it before, you could find it on my playlist, the whole situation with the Ainu and the Japanese, where the Japanese basically did exactly, like, spiritually, they had done the exact same tactics of colonizing and enslaving the Ainu people, just like how enslaved and colonized and so-called Native American people. All right, so it's similar tactic, but the difference between Israel and Palestine is that Israel isn't education, if you want to call it that, whereas the so-called Native Americans, as well as the Ainu people, okay, which I say, I bring up the Ainu because I did research, and I believe through the spirit that they are also Gadites, or just Israelites in general. All right, so Slakia, that's basically my purpose for bringing that up. So if you the thing is, if you potentially descend from Japan, or you think that you're Japanese, you might be, and this word resonates with you, then that might mean that you might be so-called Ainu, and by extension an Israelite. All right, anyway, or you have that on your father's side. Slaki, but the topic I actually want to get into is this whole thing of this whole the people with that's a factual historic fact that the Palestinians were there, and then the so-called the Jays, okay, the Jays, they came up and basically like, oh, you guys are doing this, blah blah blah, and saying all this deceitful tactics, and then all the which actually, funnily enough, this guy does make mention in the video. All right, all the press about all the stuff that was going on, okay, it is so they're pushing the narrative that they want to push out. They're not pushing out the full truth. Why would they say, oh, they, like, there's certain facts. Okay, yeah, sure, maybe Palestine did bomb a hospital with kids in it, or done whatever stuff they did, okay, but the thing is, they're trying to make all this stuff seem inhumane when they do it, when the Palestinians do it, or when any opposition does it to literally anyone else, okay, then oh we had to do it, oh they ignore it, they don't even put it into attention in the first place. All right, which again, it's so hypocritical, and their only goal is to making their enemies look a lot worse, look bad, okay, when in actuality they're retaliating to the crap that they pulled. Okay, as a matter of fact, before I get into this, let me read this. Revelation chapter 2 verse 9, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jays and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. And now also I want to get this. Hold on. John chapter 8 verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. This is Slakia. This is Esau Edom. This is the so-called Jays. All right, these are the way. This is the way of the so-called Jays, because Slack it, because they are, pushing out lies. They are, the kind of like the father of pushing out a false narrative, trying to push their way out. Okay, and as I made mention before, okay, that they, in Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 19, they have inherited lies, the lies of who was in that land first, okay, who has ownership to them. And in all honesty, it's really neither of them, but it's like I don't know, it's just a really crazy thing. Okay, this whole matter is actually just stupid. And in all honesty, like, I'm pretty sure, like, if you ever, me personally, I've kind of been in that kind of situation where, I guess as a kid, some like weirdo Edomite will just come out of nowhere and try to like be entitled to something that belongs to someone else. Like, oh, not even just me. Like, I've seen it in on random videos. I've heard it in different instances where a little Edomite devil, all right, will be like, oh, I want this, mommy, give me this one, blah blah blah, or some shit like that, and then like the parent will try to just steal the shit from whoever and wherever. Like, it's crazy, all right. Like, this is a common thing, and through the Spirit, like, they're acting out the same thing that they've been doing all these years. Okay, even their kids, it's in their blood to want to do it. Okay, as it says, they are of the father, the devil, the lust of their fathers that they do, stealing, murder, okay, lying. All right, this is them. This is their thing. And as it says in Revelation chapter 2 verse 9, they are the synagogue of Satan. Okay, and the lust of their father, the devil, that they want to do. All right. So yeah. Anyway, also another thing I wanted to mention was how with this, it's kind of like a bit of a dick measuring contest. Like, they're trying to like I just never really like got this. Like, I understand maybe there's some instances to discuss certain topics, but like the way speaking as a man, all right, the way maybe I'm wrong for this, but maybe I'm wrong for saying this, but kind of speaking as a man, the way that they go about this, it's like, it's so like, it's not about the conflict, but it's about them. It's about them. Like, they're like this moral high ground type shit. All right. It's just like, again, speaking as a man, it's like this kind of disgusting. All right.
The rest of the British media, and certainly the rest of even to do my very best to not do my British accent while I'm here.
Well, I appreciate that. And listen, I appreciate you coming on. Explain to me why you consider me a stenographer for the Israeli government, given that in the last week, I think more than any other host in the world, I have given lengthy platforms to pro-Palestine.
Stenographer, a person whose job is to transcribe speech in shorthand. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely true. That is the media's job to basically compress a lot of details into digestible, I guess, or like what I like to call, just made up right now, the TikTok version of stuff, where they don't get the details. They just get someone's opinion piece on something. All right, their 1 minute opinion piece.
Palestinian voices to articulate that side of the argument.
I do have to commend you. You certainly have had more pro-Palestinian voices than the rest of the British media, and certainly the rest of Western media in general. Now, as far as saying that journalists are not supposed to be stenographers, and yet when it comes down to it, in most circumstances. In whatever conflict we may be in, there are stenographers for whichever party is aligning with the American State Department and the interests of the West in general. And Israel happens to be in this ongoing conflict.
It's interesting that you call me a propagandist, because I want to play.
Okay. Yeah, basically, just if you taking thing in that long, I guess, part, not really long-winded, but basically, you know, what he was saying that was that, which is a fact, by the way, that there are a bunch of stenographers, as we just learned, which is someone who compresses information. All right. There are a lot of stenographers that do, you know, kind of put certain things or like certain, like, okay, like it's a bombing of a hospital, okay, but they don't really talk about, oh, why it happened, what led up to it, and all the nitty-gritty details in, you know, in that exact thing. They just say, oh, Palestine bombed Israeli hospital, and that's it, okay. So of course it's gonna paint them in a negative light, okay, and as a result, you know, you're gonna get people who say, oh yeah, Palestine, okay. And the thing is, the reason why I brought this up was I didn't watch the whole thing, I didn't get a chance to. Basically, the thing is that they do talk about, you know, this whole Palestinian thing, Palestine versus Hamas, Palestine versus Israel versus Hamas, whatever. Okay, they talk about it, but the thing is that the intent, it doesn't really seem like it's to, you know, I guess help anything, because them talking about it like now, this is really kind of like a debate, really, okay, and at the end of the day, like, the only thing that they're actually discussing is, oh, you are lying. Let me just get it.
This was your reaction to when the hospital got
I'm
bombed.
a propagandist.
Well, no,
I'm a propagandist.
I'm just.
So yeah, exactly. Like, the intention is he's trying to make him look bad. He was, I guess, I don't know if he does in the rest of this, because I didn't watch the whole thing. He's kind of trying to make him look bad. He's just, I guess he's defending himself while he's making him look bad. Okay, I don't know. I don't know the details. All right, I'm not saying one is worse than the other. Okay, all I'm saying is that the intentions for doing this, it seems like there's no real productiveness in doing this. It's just a matter of, okay, yeah, you are trying to say I'm doing something bad. Well, look at you doing this, X, Y, and Z, blah, blah. Okay, and that's the real thing. Like, Esau doesn't really care about, you know, doing anything. He just cares about, you know, I guess, making himself look good or whatever. All right, which is like, it's just like what's the point? Like, why even bother doing this? All right. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 22. Rob not the poor, because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause and spoil the soul of those that spoiled them. Okay, so just, you know, going back into this whole conflict in stolen land. This is what they have to look forward to. Okay, this is what's going to happen to those that are just afflicting, you know, poor and depraved people. Okay, this is actually just straight up wicked that you know, they're going out of the way, because I'm heard, and I believe they did mention it in the thing. If you want to watch it, you can. They mentioned in the thing where I believe the Palestinians, they don't have electricity or something like that. All right, and you know, the Lord is going to spoil the soul of those that spoil, you know, the poor and needy. All right, and this, like, I just would not be. While they're not Israelites, I'm not saying that they're Israelites. It's just something to understand. Like, like the whole world is fed up with Esau. All right, and this is the build up and the lead up to the destruction of Babylon. All right, and all of its allies. Romans, if there are going to be people that are still allying themselves with Babylon. Romans chapter 1, verse 25, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. So, again, I've made mention before how Esau changed the truth of Yahweh, like all the truth, all the scriptures. Okay, are we supposed to keep this? The Mosaic law? Are we supposed to not? Are we in the new covenant? Are we this? Who's the true? This stuff, Esau, and by extension, these J's, they are the ones that flipped the script, changed everything, iconoclasm, all that stuff. Okay, and just the fact that they always want to push out their narratives, because that is a common thing. Okay, the thing I really want to push out is, while it might not be specifically him, Piers Morgan, which I don't know, I don't keep up with him, nor do I for this instance, yes, I do. It is kind of important. Okay, but of it is just that these people, they lie, they say all this stuff, and they want to be only inclusive to people that are like-minded. But when it comes to anyone that disagrees with them, okay, I'll mention, not too long ago, what was it called? I think it was Saudi Arabia. They had made a new esports league, okay, where they were offering $40 million, or they're trying to circulate $40 million and make Saudi Arabia the place to live if you want to be a professional video game player. And then the thing is, a lot of the video gaming community were saying that they don't want to go, or they don't want them to be the thing. They're offering $40 million to be just to be competitive. You don't need to sell out your morals. You don't need to do this, that, and third. All you have to do is play, be good, and win. That's all you have to do. And they're saying that they don't want them to be the centerpiece, because they don't allow, or it's an offense to them to be a part of the alphabet gang. Okay, so imagine imagine that they're saying that they expect other people to boycott, don't go, this, that, and the third. Okay, again, all this whole talks of inclusion, but then when it involves people that actually have some sense of spiritual morality, okay, then if not morality in general, then that's a whole big problem. They don't want to associate themselves with them. All right, so much for inclusion. All right, but that is the thing, and it's just a matter of these people and their whole painting this picture. All right, and I think it's just very common, and everyone has already been knowing about this. It's no news that if you are white, then everything is all right. That's basically the motto of Babylon. All right, so yeah, it's just we wait for YAHAWASHI to just destroy this place. So with that, I hope this was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakwakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, DTA, Abad, Babal, and Shalom.